So you don't know where your school shoes at? Is that what you're telling me? Okay. All right. I found them. Huh? Good catch.
What up? We're back again. This is the What Up Cub podcast. We're back again for another week of NBA, NFL, sports, all type of sports, and so on, hip hop news. All right, today we're gonna cover the NIL deals, NBA play-ins, and more hip hop news. All right,
Mhm.
so Kilmer,
What up? What up?
what's going on, Britt?
And nothing, chilling, being a father.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how that is, Britt, so far? Well, you being that though.
Ain't nothing to the G.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Got no choice anyway, ain't it, Britt?
I ain't.
How it is being a father, Killer?
Oh man, look, I'm doing this podcast and being a father at the same time, getting them ready for school. So I'm multitasking. So you just gotta be able to multitask and be able to give out direction and stuff like that. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
being a manager, except you got to manage your family and protect and provide all that good
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
That's a key, y'all. Y'all gotta learn how to multitask.
Yep.
That's a key. All right, let's go and get started. Hey, we talked about this last week, but we're gonna talk about it again this week.
Hmm.
What y'all think about that Tennessee player Nico? I'm gonna say Nico. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Uh
Name my label.
yeah, he left because of the NIL. He wanted more. I think he was getting like 2 million something, and he wanted like 4 million. What
Yeah.
y'all think about that? I think this textbook of what they were saying that they knew what was gonna happen. But y'all go ahead.
What'd you say, Brent?
But at the same time, he probably don't really care about sitting out that 1 year if he transferred to a SEC school.
Right.
But
Uh.
these young fellas trying to get their money.
Yeah. Can't blame for that. I saw.
That man getting paid more than what that man name? Brock Purdy.
He showed it. I ain't even think about it like that.
Mm-mm-mm.
I saw that he had agreed to go to UCLA.
Really?
Yeah. They
Hey, if
pop up
it's in
on.
the team, they got the money.
Look, but the thing is, they said that they ain't gonna, they're not gonna, they can't pay him nowhere near what he was trying to get Tennessee to pay him. So I think at this point he just gonna have to at this point he just gonna have to take what he can get. Ain't better.
Yeah, because I don't. Do you see any SEC team even looking at him, or he made a
Um,
too bad of a look? The SEC is a little bit more strict than all the other conferences, though. As
I
far
think
as not and they said NIL, but they don't want this quote that type of player on their team, even though it's all about money, though.
I don't think anybody was willing to give up that much money for him. Like he's an excellent talent, but like the money he asking for is a little too steep. So you know,
Okay, do y'all think Tennessee coach made the right move by parting ways with him?
Yeah, I would have too.
yes, I agree. I'm yeah, I would have did the same thing.
Because
I can get 3 more players for that.
Yep.
yeah, that also could destroy the. Well, I ain't on this. Well, it will, but just can destroy the locker room a little bit. It
Yeah, but
depends on everybody else's perspective, though.
you set a bad precedence when you do that. You just when players come in, they're gonna start thinking that you know what, I'm gonna opt out and negotiate for a bigger contract. Like this, I understand what they're trying to do, but it's like now they trying to get a little greedy with it. Now. What's wrong with you, boy?
Yeah, that's what they were saying that they was gonna come to, and NIL been out with since 2021, and I already having
Yeah.
problems. I already having
Sure.
problems. What's up?
They They put a meme on Twitter and had that butt daddy up there to my son. This is what happens when you have bad parenting.
Wow.
Wow, for real, Britt.
I said, God, dog.
But speaking of NIL, it's so many players now getting paid more than professional, because
Yep.
especially in like the college basketball, as far as the women, a lot of them
Yep.
get paid more than the professional women's basketball. So a lot of them actually stay to their senior year.
Yeah, I would say that's why they've been staying all 4 years.
Because what's the girl from LSU, Flau'jae? Is that her name?
Oh yeah, Flau'jae Johnson or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, they said she staying her senior year.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame her how much money she getting. Cause they said her
Mm-hmm.
NIL totaled up to about 2 million also, and she getting all those deals and stuff. I see all on TV. So hey, I stay there too.
Mm-hmm.
So from this perspective, Brick and Kilner, can NIL be great for college sports as far as it make it, like we said, it make them stay longer in college sports. So it make it, even though college sports more, it was exciting, but it make them stay a little bit longer instead of going. But I don't necessarily, probably not college basketball, because the NBA actually pays pretty good.
I'm
But
finna go mute right.
as far as like college football or college basketball, women's college basketball, those type of sport, they probably stay a little longer. NBA may be the exception.
No, I think I think it's that across the board, Junior. Because if you think about it, like even though the NBA pay a little more, you got to think about players who probably ain't gonna really be that good in the NBA, or
Mm,
may not get drafted as high. They're probably making more money now as a college student than they probably will in the NBA. Plus, you got, I mean, if you're the star of your college, you got endorsements, local endorsements, and all that stuff that you can just pull money from that might not be available to you when you get in the league. So I think the NIL is good. However, I think eventually it's gonna be a cap on it. Like it's gonna be a cap at the top because all these players trying to negotiate bigger deals. I think they gonna make them start earning their money through endorsement deals. Like if you want a lot of money in college, you're gonna have to get your endorsement deals up. So which then in turn is gonna make the endorsement deal thing a little harder. So I I don't know. It's kind of a we gotta let it play out type deal.
okay. Okay. All right. You heard it here first as far as the conversation. The What Up
Mm-hmm.
Cuz podcast first. We start a lot of conversation. You heard it here first, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start with Britt first. All right, JJ Redick, when he was playing at Duke, even though he had a solid NBA career, would have had NIL when he was in college.
That boy,
Ooh.
that boy
Yeah.
would never left college. That boy would have been 8 year freshman.
Another good example. What's the guy name? He played for Duke. Killing here allegedly is the greatest as far as stats wise. College basketball player. I ain't gonna say all time because we don't agree with that, but a
you
lot of
you
people
talking
had
about
got
men's
him. Yeah, men's Christian
Christian
Laettner.
Laettner?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If he had NIL during that time, he'll be up there too.
Yeah, I'm
And
bored.
of course his NBA career then it wasn't as good as his college career, but that could be a good example. Where would they had NIL then when he was going to school? You know how much money he'd be making just off the college.
Yeah.
So from that
Shit,
perspective,
how
go
much
ahead.
Derrick Rose would have been making?
But you know what? But you
Derrick
know what?
Rose, that's a good conversation. That's a gray area. Derrick Rose, I think he still would have left, even though he still would have been getting paid. But
But
he was that good of a player. Go ahead, Kim.
you know what? It is the other side of that though, because like if NIL was around then you wouldn't have got your Fab Five because all them players
Yeah.
wouldn't have been able to play at the school because they wouldn't have had enough money to go around. Slamma Jamma at UNLV, they wouldn't have been
Mm-hmm.
able to play with each other because it wouldn't have been enough money to go around. I think the purpose
Houston,
of
back in the 80s, was Akeem Olajuwon and Sampson. They won't have enough money for them too.
right. So I think that what I'm saying the NIL also kind of creates that players going to school where they would. I mean, it makes them kind of spread out a little bit if they want that money. Look at the kid from BYU. I mean,
Mm.
BYU pay him all that money because other than that man wasn't going to BYU.
Yeah.
Mm,
So like you said, it's two sides to the story. Uh,
yeah.
it's two sides to it, depending how you look at it, and they
Mm,
they they will regulate it soon, or like you said, or make a cap for it.
mm,
Start having a rule book.
You,
I'm sorry about that. You can go ahead with your order.
Hold on, real quick, y'all. Y'all keep on going.
hey, YouTube, you only see stuff like this on the What Up Cub podcast. People used to cut that out, but I'm gonna leave it in here.
Now leave that in there. Shit. You can go ahead with your order. Oh man, Junior, that's real and raw right there, bro.
I know, right? All right, let's up to y'all. What y'all want to go to? Y'all want to talk about? We still on football, but y'all want to talk about NFL or y'all want to go NBA right now? Not NBA. You know what? Before we move on, I got not another subject, but got another story. Kel, you probably saw earlier this morning. Charter Ward just became Florida A&M basketball coach.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
I think that's good. We already
Yeah, that's
know.
real good.
You know, I'm on HBCU graduate, and I love everything about HBCUs, but this is also an introduction for Charter Ward to get some his coaching chops out the way.
Yep.
We already know he ain't gonna stay that long, probably 2 years, Matt.
Right.
Depending on how good of a career. Well, I think 2 years max, period. Because the level of talent is not gonna come to Florida A&M. Unfortunately to them HBCU. So he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna move somewhere else. But it's good because I think Florida State and Florida A&M is right next to each other, I believe. So you know
Mm-hmm.
he graduated from Florida State. So
$30.
Florida A&M, you got a good one. So y'all need to treat them well. Treat
Yeah,
them
that's pretty
well.
good. That's pretty good.
Brett, you know who Charlie Ward is? Nigga young.
They play with Florida State, man.
Yeah, he played for Florida
Young,
State.
bro.
Nigga young. He won the Heisman too. He played basketball and football at Florida State.
Yeah.
That's Florida State, boy. I know about Florida State now.
Mm-hmm. Kim, did Derek used to be a Florida State fan?
I think Derek
Slash
still is.
still is.
Yeah, he still is.
I used to be a Florida State fan because you know Deion Sanders came from there. So
Yeah.
Florida State and Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bobby Bauer. Uh-oh.
Missouri. People ain't gonna give me my credit though.
About what?
I've been fucking with Oregon before all this shit.
You just mess with Oregon because of new uniform.
Well, I still know the niggas.
You ain't lying, but I know that's the only reason why I was paying attention. Them had on that game. Them folks had 27 different uniform combinations.
Bro, you was messing with Oregon before everybody else got on it though.
Appreciate it.
Oregon and TCU. Oregon and TCU.
My team. Make sure all my shit up.
Look at that.
All right, let's switch over to some NFL talk. I believe lost for words. I believe the NFL draft is next week. I believe on the 24th, right?
Yep, on Thursday, next Thursday.
24th is what? Yeah, next Thursday.
Yeah,
so we're gonna talk about some of the quarterbacks. We're gonna talk about some of the quarterbacks. in this draft, and where y'all think they would land at? All right, number one pick. Who y'all think gonna be number one pick?
Oh, it's Cam Ward for sure.
Cam Ward.
Yes,
Everybody, that way everybody saying Cam Ward be going to
the Titans, and the Titans go ruin his career too.
damn. Titans didn't ruin Derrick Henry's career. Oh, he ain't no quarterback.
They almost did. They were working on it.
Best thing for them to do is just trade their number one pick away.
You ain't lying.
Give it to somebody who gonna use it.
Right.
I wouldn't mind they give it to the Raiders.
To the Raiders.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Do you want to ride?
Okay. My bad. My bad. Y'all had to go take the asparagus out the oven.
Look at that.
Yeah, got
Okay,
some
then,
salmon.
Jim.
Got some salmon and asparagus. Eat
Okay.
later.
Okay, then, Jim.
Got to eat healthy.
Mm-hmm.
What else
They said
you
no.
besides salmon and asparagus, right?
That's it now.
No, I ain't talking about in this course. I'm talking about throughout the day.
I ain't eating else but some what did I eat today when I came home? 4 wings. But that's the only thing I ate today.
What you ate yesterday?
Some crab leg.
The bird, but
All that nigga eating is seafood.
Seafood good.
Keep on.
All right. Shador Sanders, where he going to? They say he might go number 2. I ain't say might, but it's a toss up going number 2.
Who got
But I
number 2?
think
Browns, and the
but
Browns
that's what
need to
they
leave that
saying.
man alone too.
But
Hey,
I
bro.
thought according to Sports Illustrated, but I thought what's that boy name? His teammate will be going number 2.
Yeah, he going to the Browns, bro. Travis Hunter, they gonna get Travis Hunter because Cleveland don't need to draft no quarterbacks. You hear me? They don't need to draft any quarterbacks. Just pick him up as a free agent. I don't care how good he is. If Cleveland draft him, he gonna be sorry somehow.
Mm-hmm. Now they saying Shador Sanders. This is the what if everything is perfect. If he lands at Pittsburgh Steelers at number 21 or the Los
I
Angeles
heard about that.
Rams at number 26. You think that?
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, that Pittsburgh Steelers may be a good look for Shador Sanders. But I don't know who else they have though. But
I don't know though. I'm thinking about the locker room too. Them wide receivers ain't gonna let up off that man. So they don't care who his dad is. So I don't know if
yeah.
Pittsburgh is necessarily the right place to go to because them 2 wide receivers, I love them, but they too polarizing. They do too much.
Mm.
Shador gonna get smacked up. He gonna get smart.
You already know. They're gonna be in
Because
that
you
locker
already
room
making
tussling.
money too, Britt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They're gonna be in that locker room tussling, bro. So, no,
So what team you need to go to? Do he need to go to a more quote unquote what's the word I'm trying to find? He don't need to go to a blue collar team like Pittsburgh. Do he need to go to somewhere like the Raiders or something? Since
I
they're gonna
like
be in since they might turn into one of those teams as far as a lot of spotlight.
But
I
look
like
though,
the
Dre,
What you say?
what you saying, now, Kim?
no, I was just gonna say I like the Giants or the Raiders. Like I like those two. No, excuse me, not the Raiders. The Saints. I like the Saints or the Giants for him to go to.
Yeah, I like that Saints.
Ooh, the Saints. They might be big, Kendall, especially
Mm-hmm.
down here. He go to the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want.
We might need to get some. Even
I
though
don't
we ain't
want.
no Saint fan, we might have to get some tickets once they draft his ass. Cause we ain't gonna get no tickets
want
after the day.
during. I don't want.
Hear that data?
Yeah.
Go to the Raiders.
Britt chopped the screw, but go ahead, Britt. Go and say that. You gotta say it again, Britt.
Well, I don't like Shadeur going to the Raiders. And Kellen, I think you might be right. Jalen Milroe might be going there. But I'll accept it if the Raiders do the right thing and draft Genty in the first round.
You said
I don't know,
Genty.
man. I think the Chicago Bears gonna pick him. Who got the 10th pick?
I can see that too.
If the
You thought
Chicago Bears, huh?
you said Chicago Bears might get Milroe?
No, I'm talking about Genty.
Oh,
But they
Genty.
get Genty, they go be raw.
Yeah, I think they want him bad, Paul. So
Because that's what they're saying here. According to Sports Illustrated, they're saying seeing Jalen Milroe over Jason Dart may be surprising to just some. But they say even though Jalen Milroe has a strong arm and he's athletic, some may think he struggled with accuracy and control of velocity and all that stuff. But they said they so wrong. They said he could be another Richardson with the Colts. Now they ain't had to say all that now.
them folks ain't have to say all that.
But during this thing though, I see that nigga going to the Raiders now because Tom Brady there, he could work with that boy.
Oh yeah, I ain't think about that. But shoot, that might open the door for Shador too. So because him and Shador got a relationship, so I ain't think about that either.
But
You're
Shador
right.
gonna be gone off the board before Raiders get there.
Yeah, and I think Tamiro's stock. I think people are scared to touch him. Like they're afraid because like when people saying Jackson Dart, I think Jackson Dart is a safe pick. You know what I'm saying? Just to say we didn't draft Milroe. I think they scared to draft him.
Some people say they might, if Milroe stay on there, they might get him in the second round because they could afford gambling on him in the second round as far as instead of getting him a first round pick. According to some of the sites I've been saying, they say he's more of a safety. Draft him second round, then gamble him in the first round.
Right, that's what me and Neek were talking about. Remember, I said if you take him later on, then, but in the perfect situation, then I think it'll definitely work out for him.
Because we want all the best for. Go ahead.
Let me say one more thing. I'm sorry. Now, I will not be surprised. I want y'all to remember this. I will not be surprised if the New Orleans Saints draft Jalen Milroe. I'm putting that out there right now.
You won't
I will not be surprised. Right.
That what Kellen Moore want right there.
Mm-hmm.
He probably want him over Shadeur anyway.
That is possible.
See, we want the best for Jalen Milroe. Like we was talking about in the past, Jalen Milroe. We gotta be honest, but we want the best for you. We actually want you to do good. Because I actually like the Jalen Milroe, but we had to be honest with what we see though.
Oh yeah.
So Jalen Milroe show out in that field. Prove us wrong.
Yeah, man.
Prove us wrong. Because you see, a good example you can look up to is Jalen with the Eagles. He did good in college, but everybody know his history. He had to go to Oklahoma, then went to the Eagles. Well, I think when he starting the second year for the Eagles.
He started late in the first year.
Late in the first year.
Because I think somebody had got hurt or something, or they just said, "Man, we gonna start Jalen and see what he do." And then I think that offseason they made him the full time, if I'm not mistaken.
And he put that work in the offseason. You could tell he put that work in.
Yep.
So
yeah,
that was good. That's a good example. All right, let's go to stay on the NFL before we move on to the NBA. NBA, not NBA, NFL all trade mock drafts. Let's see, can I skip over? I ain't gonna name all of them. Let's see. Bear with me. We ought to say Brown might get Ward. Travis Hunter possibility going to the Titans at number 2 pick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a possibility the Raiders, even though I think some of y'all said Shador might go somewhere. They got Shador at number 3 and going to Las Vegas. Britt might know this guy. I don't know this guy. Edge. Pause. Adore Carter from Penn State going to Carolina Panthers.
Oh yeah, he a
Who's
beast.
that?
Adore Carter. I don't know. He can't come from Penn State.
Yeah, he a beast, but they said that man to my off-season surgery, that man still might get picked top 3, top 5. Y'all
All right, here we go. They say Ashton Jensen.
Who?
Might be going to Denver at number 10. Ashton Jensen. They said the Bears could trade a number 10 pick and number 148 pick to the Broncos for number 20 and number 51.
Boy, Chicago better not do that.
You said they do what now?
The Bears might trade a number 10 pick and number 148 pick to the Broncos for the number 20 and number 51 pick, which got Ashton Jensen at number 10. That's the deal they projected. That's the deal. All right, let's skip some more. What we got? I wish Nick was on here. I saw 2 Georgia players leave. Who we have? I'm gonna end at 25. I don't know these. Well, I don't. Alabama linebacker Jaheed Campbell might go to the Rams at number 24 pick. That's what they got.
Oh.
And everybody else, we're gonna see in the NFL. Well, Jason Dart, Pittsburgh Steelers at number 31. Can y'all see that? Oh, y'all know about that?
If Milroe off the board. If Milroe still on the board, believe me, the Pittsburgh Steelers gonna grab him.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, yeah, they're gonna grab him. So you seeing if it's up to you, Kelly, he gone in the first round, or you got him
Milroe? Yes, I think
round?
I think somebody made him a guarantee that they're gonna pick him. As reason for him, the reason why he went to the draft, because a lot of people were saying they were surprised that he said he was going to be at the draft. So somebody must have made a guarantee to him that they were going to draft him. So that's why I think that he must know something that we don't know. And I think several teams have told him if he's there, we not letting him get out of the first round. I'm talking about Jalen Milroe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the NBA. NBA postseason. Okay. Is they playing play-ins right now, or is the playoffs right now? Because I got a bracket of
play-in tournament.
Yeah, playing right now.
See, can I zoom in? So the play-in, do we have? Hold on.
I gotta go to the bathroom and he won't hush. I know he's gonna be back in time. We can get him now. Unless you just want to leave him in here with me. I ain't gonna be alone. Now I already had a bath. Oh. Well, now I already had a bath. It's the back of the gas, but it's on gas. The what? Come back to gas, but when he drive back over there, he drop me out on. Come out tomorrow? Yes. I mean, either that or we just sit at mama's house. What time he get off?
Yeah, the play-in tournament. We have Sacramento Kings and Dallas Mavs. Hold on, let me see those dates right.
Yeah, they play. They getting ready to play now. Here in a little bit.
Okay.
Because Miami just beat Chicago. Yeah, Miami
Okay.
just beat Chicago.
Miami just beat Chicago. Let's start with the East then. Mavs, not Mavs, but the Orlando Magic and Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Did they play yet? Or are they playing now?
They played yesterday and Orlando won.
Atlanta won. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought Atlanta won. Atlanta won. Okay, so it would be
Well,
the
Atlanta
Heat.
got a.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You say so it could be the Heat versus Orlando Magic.
No, it's gonna be Heat versus the Atlanta because Atlanta lost because Atlanta and Orlando were the number 7 and 8 team. So the loser plays the winner of the 9 and 10 team, which is Miami tonight. So they play Atlanta. When Orlando won, they automatically got the 7th seed.
Okay, I see where you're going. Yeah. Cool. So you saying okay, Sacramento Kings and the Mavs playing now or about to play?
Yeah, whoever win out of that game play the Memphis Grizzlies because the Memphis Grizzlies lost yesterday.
Okay. So that so Golden State automatic got 7th seed.
The 7th seed. Yes, sir.
Okay. So who you got out of tonight game?
Who playing? I actually think Dallas gonna beat them.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Dallas gonna. I think Anthony Davis gonna show up, man. He gonna show out tonight. So
Let's see. Not bad, y'all.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So how far you think they're gonna go though?
It's over with. Once they get the ace, once they get the AC, once Dallas win, I think they're gonna play Memphis, and I think Dallas gonna beat Memphis, and then I think that Dallas gonna get that number 8 spot, and Oklahoma City gonna give them that work. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go. Yeah, OKC. Who no matter who OKC play, they're gonna get them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Denver. Okay, we got Denver and my eyes know they bad. Who Denver playing?
The Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers. That's a new logo.
Somebody for the Clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They a damn logo every 2-3 weeks.
Yeah. Talk about they better than the Lakers. When the last time Lakers changed it? Well, they actually do change their logo, but we can't tell unless you directly look at it.
Right.
It'd be like the little word. It'd be little small change. You really can't tell for real.
Mm-hmm.
Well, who y'all got of Denver versus the Clippers?
Denver.
Man,
Joker gonna give him that work, Britt.
Yeah.
I say Denver, but they've been playing so terrible lately. They've been playing a little suspect. I don't know.
I don't even hear from Jamal Murray no more.
They say he show up only in the playoff.
Man, it's non-existent.
They say that's how he be during the season. But when that playoff hit, like he supposed to be MVP caliber.
Right.
All right.
I don't care about his rings.
All right, we got the Lakers versus Denver. Not Denver, the Lakers versus Minnesota. Who we got? And how many games?
Lakers. Sweet.
What you think, Killer? Hold on, Killer. Never ask. Hold on before you answer that, Killer. Give me your hold on.
Wrong, Killer.
First, I'm finna answer this question, huh?
Give me your personal answer first. Then second, put your analytic hat on.
All right, bet. You can go on the rant. You can have a you can have a can't. I mean, you can have an ant, but the Timberwolves they can't. They can't fly. Um, nah, it's the Lakers. It's either gonna be in 5 or 6, but I know Ant Edwards. This is honestly, as a basketball fan, this is the perfect opportunity for Ant to show who he really is and take down the Lakers with LeBron and Luca. However, on the other side of that, I just think it's too much. Um, I think Luca gonna do his thing. I think Austin Reeves. I think this is his playoffs. Let me say that again. Austin Reeves. This is his playoffs because everybody gonna be keyed in on LeBron and Luca. This man should eat. Pause. And he just this is his chance to do his thing. I think that's what's gonna do. That's what's gonna tell if we how far we're gonna go in the playoffs. Is Austin Reeves, believe it or not. What up, Neat?
Nigga look like he's San Andreas cares. Who's out?
Okay, then. Bro, who you got? The Lakers or Timberwolves? You oughta gave me an answer. All right. You oughta gave me an answer. What about all right, let's go. Houston versus Golden State.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Who you got? The Lakers versus Minnesota in the playoff.
Damn, the playoffs start. Who the Lakers got again? I'm gonna give a rough analysis or somebody that didn't watch the thing. So who they got? Say that again one more time.
Lakers,
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Who on Minnesota? They got the same team from last year. They got some new pieces.
Just about the same team last year.
Just about the same team. But they a little bit worse this year, right?
Yeah.
Damn. The Lakers were somewhat. They was better this year. Then they finished third in the West or something like that.
Yep. Third in the West. Third in the West. All right, who y'all got?
LeBron old, but I got to take him in the 7-game series against a team that's struggling like that.
Speaking of LeBron, this gonna be LeBron hardest. He gonna play his hardest ever since Miami, because he gonna want this ring.
Yeah,
he gonna want this ring.
Honestly, I think this is his last chance of getting another ring.
I agree.
Even though, as far as everybody else that came through the league, his body is still far better than all everybody else that came.
Crazy, ain't it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why.
But I looked at the stats. I ain't watching no game, but when he like top 5 in scoring this year, did he finish top 5 in MVP or something like that?
I think so.
That's crazy. For a player his age, that's unheard of.
So, that was because just getting smarter with the game.
That's true. Even though Father Time is undefeated, but still, I think this year he want that ring this year, and I think they got a good chance, because even though it just say they go to the Western Conference Finals and they play OKC in a 7-game series, I see them beating them. Now, what team I'm worried about if they play in a Western Conference Final is Denver. But I ain't even see Denver play this year like that. I'm just judging them off the past year. But that because of Jokic. But I see the Lakers got a good chance this year. They got a good chance.
Yeah, they sure do. They got Brandon out there.
Ooh, Britt Messi.
You're dirty.
I bet that nigga have a playoff spot on that roster.
Oh, he do. It's already been announced.
Terrible.
Now what, brother, go out there and show out why we some of y'all talking shit.
He is gonna show up.
I hope he do.
30-point triple double on the way. I ain't fooling with y'all, man.
Who y'all got out of Houston versus Golden State?
Golden State.
Houston.
Yeah, I'm torn between that one, but I think if long as Steph don't have one of them games where he got 7 points and it's like 3 for 26, then I think that Golden State probably gonna win that series.
So y'all think Butler ain't gonna have no fight in the game? You think he gonna find his way?
Jimmy Butler gonna be Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he gonna do his thing. It's Draymond I'm worried about.
That nigga had 4 points.
He might get into the game and start confusing people, going there to start fouling for no reason.
Oh, he good for.
He can't do that. He can't do that against. He can't do that against
tight
Houston
end.
because he can't do that against Houston because Houston is probably the most physical team in the league, and they just gonna look at him like he crazy. So he can't do that against Houston. So he gonna have to try something else.
What they say,
Green playing.
Jalen Green playing. They got Dylan Brooks. You know he with the antics. They got Ahmed Thompson. I think that's his name. They got Fred Van Vliet. They got all the boys.
What's that man name?
Fred Van Vliet.
That man the same height as Kim and Jordan.
Lord,
so that tell y'all anybody can do it.
Oh, bro.
God damn, bro.
Oh, man,
y'all got both twice in the same joke.
Man killed us on national TV.
Anybody kill y'all.
Bro, they better do numbers. You talk shit all you want, they do numbers.
Man, but the man is short though. And that man be destroying them folk.
You talking about that man, is he light skinned?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look like Drake.
Yellow.
I think I know who he used to play for. Who he used to play for?
I can still see
Toronto.
Okay, Toronto, right?
Yeah, Toronto. Oh,
you got lights on in there?
No.
Oh,
these sound like Uncle Freeman.
Nigga, they white.
Let's go to the East. Boston versus Orlando. Who y'all got?
It's over with.
Boston and 4.
Barbecue chicken.
Jern, watch this though, Jern. Kim, how far the Celtics gonna get though?
It might get to the second round. How about it?
Dang, who gonna choke? Good like that? The East like that now?
Yeah, it depends on if everybody playing like how they supposed to. Because like, let's see, if they're the number 2, they got to play the number 3 team, which is the New York Knicks. So when they beat Orlando, they're gonna have New York waiting on them.
I heard y'all say Houston, OKC, not the New York Knicks. Who else in the playoff don't supposed to be there?
Oh man, look, don't get us started.
The Clippers in the playoff.
Clippers. Where have I been the last 4-5 years, Britt?
OKC and Cleveland is the best. It's number 1 seed.
Yeah.
What?
Cleveland. I think OKC almost won 70 games this year.
I ain't gonna lie, OKC.
What the hell going on?
You heard we talk about last week NBA Shea is one of the top players. I don't even know Shea like that. I just
said he on OKC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he balling like that. He got them like that.
Hey.
Yeah, he like that.
Journey.
They ain't nothing but the Phoenix Suns.
Look, Neat. Neat. I saw him play Neat. I was like, they been watching him play. Everybody be talking about Neat. He scored like 30-some points, but it be smooth though, Neat.
Yeah.
Like you don't look like he scored 30 points though.
Watch this,
he don't score 30 points.
You can be good in the regular season. You got to get them 7-game series.
I'm finna get Neat to go check him out now. Neat. I ain't gonna lie, his game kind of remind me of Wade a little bit.
Yeah, he get to the free throw line like James Harden too. So he averaged about 15 free throws a game. Or so.
Hey, what's his name?
Shea Gilgeous Alexander, SGA.
Oh, killer!
Yeah,
I'm glad you
ain't gonna be able to
attempted that.
find him.
Is that a Greek name? But
Nigga ain't gonna attempt to type that in now.
Podcast for get flagged.
you remember them Paul Pierce shoes I had, sir?
Paul Pierce.
You remember them Paul Pierce shoes I had? They was that light brown suede.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
His shoes look like that too. Shy.
Oh, with Converse.
Uh-huh.
They
They was sound covered and they should just went the way of Wade.
You ain't laughing at it.
Y'all ever wore a shoe well Wade?
Nee.
I feel like Junior said that all wrong. What you said, Junior?
Wade or Wade?
Did Maurice have a pair of them well Wade?
Yeah, when they first came out.
Yeah,
not the well.
That's them boots, ain't it?
Like smushed paper towels.
And Neat did have a pair of his Converse back in the day, though.
He didn't want to bring that up.
I think they was the black one. I think Maurice had the red and black one.
Had the red and black ones.
And Neat had the black and white one.
All that equipment.
We saying that shit on the basketball court. Court no better than that. That fool stupid. I talked to that fool just a minute ago. Stupid. All right, who y'all got?
Boots on.
Who y'all got out of Pacers versus Milwaukee?
Pacers?
Don't go for the pace.
Why?
Yeah, go for the Pacers.
It depends. It depends on if Dame play. I know he got that blood clot, but if Dame don't play, then yes, it's definitely gonna be the Pacers.
Neat got the loot. Me too. I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't lying. 3 years all the time, like 4 or 5 years.
That man is 3 years removed.
Hey, these are the traditional playoff teams y'all talking about.
They on something different now.
So Detroit ain't make it.
Detroit in there?
Detroit, they play in New York.
Yeah, they the number 6 seed.
What? So they
Nick, you heard that then, Nick.
So the league resetting itself, it sounds like.
You heard that, Nick. Detroit at the number 6 seed.
And
Detroit just a few years ago was the worst team in the NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about it, like it sounds like the league just reset itself because these like the old team they used to make playoffs all the time. Yeah. I don't think Chicago made it though.
And they the bad boys.
They went to play in, but they got whooped.
They almost made it, dang.
You heard me, Neat.
Mm-hmm.
They call Detroit the bad boys again now.
Oh, they can hang it up.
I don't know about all that, man.
Yeah. You call it bad boys and go out there and shoot 23 pointers.
No, we ain't talking about shooting. We talking about bumping.
I seen
fight Brit.
They need to trade for Draymond. All they do is fight out there.
So we still gonna see somebody swing on somebody out there.
Yeah, it'll be like a hockey match. Somebody gonna spoil up.
Hey, they know who to swing on. They don't swing. They know who the right person to swing on. They won't swing on everybody.
Why ain't nobody ever swung on LeBron? Or I ain't see it.
Shoot, that dude from the Bulls. That dude from the Bulls pushed that man into another dimension.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all this. I ain't gonna lie.
LeBron.
I couldn't make it to the league. That'll be my favorite player. I go there just start some net with. I go there, he go for a dunk.
Bring him get suspended for rubbing on that man. National TV.
You always got. Have you know? Well, we talked about this before. Every team got one of those players though. The great team. Every great team has one of those players that start shit.
Wait till you get back.
Security guard, that's what I call.
Yeah, they got antagonists. They always somebody got an antagonist. Every team.
Every team got one. Great team. Great team.
Mm-hmm.
Before we move on to hip hop, we're gonna go ahead.
They had Rasheed Wallace, I guess.
No, I'm still on podcast.
That early 2000 Pistons team, I was thinking that they had one, but I guess you got to say with Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah,
was that person for them?
Yeah. But we ain't got to talk about them though.
Hey, before we move on to some rap news, so Neek, I said before we move on to rap news, Neek, we want to ask you a question, Neek, because you and Kendall is college football experts.
Hey, look, I said I was gonna cut back on college football this year a little bit.
Why, Neek?
Yeah, that nigga getting stressed.
Stressed out, bud.
Got them 2 rings, I'm happy.
They be stressed.
Hey, look, that NIL getting on my damn nerves. I ain't got time for that shit.
We used to talk about Quint. Quint say he like watching a football game by himself. Neat like that too. These niggas being there stressed, but I look long. Well, I still be like that. I look a long time ago. If I'm not on the field, you can't put too much faith in it, shit like that. But you get disappointed.
No, that's a bad way to look at it, though, June. Because the fans make up the game just as much as the player do. Yeah, like you take an empty stadium and play a football game, it's not going to be the same for them players on the field. So
that's me
fans are just as important as the own player.
That's me personally, because my heart dropped every time I put all my heart in it. My heart dropped. So I was mad about this year Alabama season. Alabama, look at hindsight, it was a decent season for Alabama, but it's not what we used to. I still didn't like that shit.
Hey man, it was a decent season until we lost to Michigan. When we lost to Michigan, I was like, this season is this man. Never mind. No, I don't want to talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it.
Bro, what did Denzel Washington say that? We strive for perfection.
That's why.
All that shit.
I got 2 things, Jerry. That's why I don't look at the Raiders. I still go on, but I don't look at them.
I hope they draft which call. What's that boy name from Alabama?
And that's why I don't support Bottom County.
Dream. Brett tried to sneak that one up in there.
Hey.
Upset me with no more.
Go ahead, Brett.
Hires.
Brett tried to screw it again.
Brett,
say it again, Brett.
That was that Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Say it again, Brett.
I don't forget what I said now.
Oh. All right, let's get into some rap news.
All I said was some terrible hires.
June, you can ask your question about college football. What happened?
Oh, so did it. ADHD. Oh, what you think about the Tennessee NIL deal? What's the dude's name? Nico.
They did the right thing.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, this is my take on it. They did the right thing. Nico, they know better. Whoever's in his ear telling him to do that shit, they fucked him up.
Yep.
Because he's gonna end up at Tulane or somewhere. But this the other side of it for me. The media kind of fucked up the way they attacking him because they didn't do Carson Beck the same way. They basically did the same thing.
They showed didn't. I ain't think about that.
Think about it. Carson Beck basically did the same thing.
You know who was in that boy here, Neat? I told Junior Kilner early. It was that boy Dad. That boy Daddy wanted that $8 million. He won't.
More than likely because come from them families that ain't got no money like that, and you got a kid that can play football. Fucked him over though, because he
That
already
man
got 2
living through
million in
his
his
son.
pocket.
Counter said UCLA looking at him.
I think he agreed to go. I think last
You
time
think he
I
Probably
heard.
agreed?
probably the only option he
Yeah,
got on the table, Anderson.
yeah. They say he's expected to transfer to UCLA. Yeah.
He probably knew, hey, this is on the option. Ain't nobody else
Mm-hmm.
gonna offer that.
He
Not no
from over
top
there.
school. He from Ryan Everett.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And UCLA is still a good. It's still a decent school. Still a decent school.
You know,
And they'll
it's a
pay
kicker
that.
though. I doubt his NIL is 4 million. I'm pretty sure it's way less than that because that was the only option he had on the table.
Oh yeah. Mm.
And look,
But then we would.
he gonna end up losing money because the teams want him to get closer to 1 million. Wasn't he getting 2 million at Tennessee?
They would.
2 million at
That's
Tennessee, yep.
So he
less.
done messed himself up, and now he got to transfer, and he finna get less. I mean, unless behind closed doors money.
I ain't
How that go.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie though. He finna go to this damn. Ain't no folks in the ACC.
Mm-hmm.
No, UCLA is in the
No, they in the
they in
Big
the
Ten now, ain't
Big Ten, I
it?
think.
Yeah.
Big 12, whatever it's called.
They moved
That's
with
weird,
USC,
now.
ain't it?
Yeah.
He still go run through them.
I don't think
He
so
go,
because he
but
don't care
that.
about football.
But this thing, he go try to have a great season this year. And he go transfer again next off season.
He don't have no great season. You know, he tried to heal up. He tried to hold out for that playoff game with Tennessee. That's why he plays so bad. All about money with him.
That nigga did that on purpose.
Ain't trust no player like that.
No,
But they gonna within the next 2 years, gonna be some change to that NIL, some major changes.
He gonna be
That's what I
on
said,
Ohio
Jim.
State next
Yeah,
year.
you said.
Remember what
You
I said? What they should have did in the get-go. They should did like, hey, you got to spend 2 years with that school. You can only achieve NIL in your junior year or senior year. Freshman year, sophomore year, no NIL. On the last 2 years. And if you got a red shirt
Yeah, I think.
season, you got to go through 3 seasons and get your last 2 years. That's the only time you can get NIL.
Yeah, but that'll only work in college football. Like for all them other sports, they got to figure something else out. But if legally they can do it that way, then I'm all for that. But like a lot of people ain't gonna stay. To the junior.
Well, yeah, true. Cause basketball, you can go after 1 year, right?
Yeah, basketball after 1 year.
Oh,
How does baseball work? Baseball, how does the work? How does
Baseball, you
baseball?
ain't got to go to college, bro. You can go straight in the minor leagues and be making a little piece of change.
I know some
Well,
they don't play, but I go ahead.
they may put a cap on it. I would say put a cap on it for them.
It
They
is,
got the
Jim.
option to leave after 1 year.
It is, Jim. So I told you they're gonna end up putting a cap on it.
Like if you play a sport that you can leave after 1 year or stuff like that, put a cap on the amount you can make.
Yeah, you seeing too many textbook examples of the worst of NIL.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta use the bathroom. Be sure.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. The NIL deals and stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna fix that real quick.
Before I'm not up on it. Before we move on to rap news, have y'all been y'all know updates on recruiting? Well, they ain't recruiting now. Spring.
Oh,
football?
Branson Robinson. I just saw that today. He went into the transfer portal. The big running back on Georgia, big ass dude. He stayed hurt too much.
He probably saw himself with third string or something.
He was second string, but he can't get on the field.
With the,
you
think
he gonna stay in the SEC, Nick, or he going to low school?
Nah, he gonna go outside the SEC. Shit, that's the reason why he hurt.
He gonna go somewhere so he can run through somebody.
Yeah, this thing, he always got hurt in practice. He never got hurt in the game. That man gonna get the hell out of there.
Did he?
You see, you want me to turn it to blue and lava? Yeah. Oh, no, ma'am.
Yeah.
Then you got an updates, not Nick, but Kelly got an updates on Alabama spring football. You know, right now.
No, they said if they would have named a starter right now, it would be Ty Simpson. I said, boy, okay.
Oh damn! I mean, we kind of figured that much.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they ain't taking the transfer.
I ain't got no comments, man.
No folk needs some white boy back up in there.
Because for me, I don't know if they just was committed to Jalen Miro or Ty Simpson just that bad.
That's a good question.
Could be both.
Ken, I know it's the offseason, Ken. You know, I don't know. It's one of them. I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
I think they just committed to him because you know, just pay attention to what Kane the boy say about Jalen Miro. He said he's the one that kept the team together. So I think they just committed to him because he did that.
Chemistry wise, all the other players, yeah.
He kept people in the transfer portal, so they feel like they owed it to him. Give him
job. It seemed like they were kind of just like they did him a solid. I think that's ultimately why he went in the draft, because I think that he didn't want to go anywhere else, even though he probably could have went to Miami or whatever. I think Miro wanted to come back at Alabama, and I think behind closed doors they had already told him that we gonna go. Yeah, they like, we're gonna go in a different direction, my boy. So, so he just went on.
Especially that last game. He should have showed out that last game.
He showed out all right.
He showed out all right. So they showed him the way out.
Cause they gave him. I don't know. I wish well for you, James Miro. I wish well for you.
The right coaching staff.
But we'll know for sure this year.
Next week.
We'll know if that coaching staff for real this year. They start playing bad out the gate, that quarterback. They gonna. I hope it don't get that bad.
Hold on before we move on. Ken, how you think Westcott gonna do in his first year in college? Belichick.
Hey man, look, let me tell y'all something. The only reason why that man went to UNC was so his son could take over when he leaves. That's the only reason why that man went. That man don't care about nothing else. So
his son at UNC?
Yeah, his son is like the assistant coach or second in command, basically. So
that's the same one that worked for him with the Patriots, ain't?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
don't think he's gonna do no damage.
Nah, he gonna do his thing, but it ain't for long term. It's definitely either 1 or 2 years, and I'm thinking it's just 1 year. He gonna do this 1 year, then his son gonna take over.
I know they were trying to change the game. They trying to bring in Lil Wayne, trying to get the fans involved.
North Carolina.
Yeah, they brought Lil Wayne on campus.
For what?
I don't know. I guess to get low key, ain't it? I guess to get some more traction to North Carolina football. They don't need it basketball.
They look around the locker room.
Influence.
Look, they look around the locker room like, shit, 95% of them black.
Bill Belichick said,
This is what you guys like.
Yeah, that's really random, but that's some random stuff right there.
It about 2 weeks ago. Y'all ain't see it on the news.
Oh, that was random. if I was walking around, I would be like, I saw Wayne, I'm like, bro, what you doing here?
No more.
Out of all places, right? Like,
right. What you doing here?
Well, y'all, let's transition to some rap news.
We gotta go get the dead baby to Cole.
Neat. This news for Brick, but as I get older, Neat, do you get irritated? I don't want to look at it too much, but do you get irritated when you see stupid stuff? Like, it get to a certain age, y'all gotta learn shit.
All the time.
OMBPs. Now this just end at 5 o'clock today. OMBPs.
No, Daddy's on his phone right now. See.
in a nightclub shooting in North Carolina.
Right,
see, I don't even follow rappers because
he did
something.
They ignorant, like kids at heart.
This in Raleigh. Witnesses say that when the club let out, over 20 shots were fired at Peasy's Sprinter van as he attempted to leave the parking lot.
These young
They ain't saying what he did though.
Yeah. When you making money, most time they necessarily don't do nothing. But you don't know unless you do that.
That's the thing. They get the money to these people who don't know no better, and all it does is fund their terrible lifestyle and help them make terrible decisions. And they don't have the right people around them to help them make the decision. That's why these record execs take these big insurance policies. They take these big insurance policies out on these kids because they know that they're gonna do something to get themselves killed, and I need to protect myself.
A big old crash out.
It's done on purpose. They know what they're doing.
That's why a young boy needs to stay on probation.
You ain't lying, bro.
I don't know they're gonna necessarily learn. You know, sometimes they ain't gonna learn. Only way they're gonna learn is what. No, how many examples somebody had to give you for you to learn?
No, them kids making millionaires, they ain't gonna learn shit.
Oh yeah.
Unless you strip it all away from them. That's the only time. But that's not gonna happen. It'll be dead if they happen.
Just send them to Rikers Island for about 3 years.
Yeah. Like somebody said gangster rap, they call it trap and drill now, but still, gangster rap being popular since to us probably early 90s, but mainstream since late 90s, early 2000s. They said
80s.
They said, do you think it's ever gonna die down and lean more towards to another culture?
What they mean by that?
Meaning the top, I ain't gonna say at the pinnacle, but majority of what America listen to, most popular is rap. The majority.
No, it ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere. I don't see it going nowhere. That was a discussion.
I think that what is a possibility is that the word rap itself may dissolve, and it may come up with all these subcategories for the style of which these kids do rap. So like that may change, because you got to think about it. Like before, there was no trap, there was no like drill, there was no like whatever they call it now.
Gucci started the trap music.
Gucci invented that, didn't it?
Yeah, he lied.
Look at all these subcategories that's coming. So and then because it's getting away from the root of it. It is a possibility that the rap itself may dissolve, and then people been dibble dabbling in country music and stuff like that, and then changing it. So yeah, it may dissolve into something else, but what it is.
But at its core, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is gone though, Dre.
What?
Hip hop.
You talk about the essence of the culture.
Yeah, and just you only got a select few rappers that's real lyricists.
Right. That's what that's what I was
out.
saying. Like you could tell it's changing as it goes. It's being diluted. Diluted is the word I'm looking for. It's being diluted now.
As far as music,
fading that out because they going toward that violence shit. That's what they pushing.
As far as you're right. As far as music, because hip hop is basically it's a lot of other subcategories now, but it's like you say, it's diluted. It's not necessarily hip hop, but it's just like basketball. You look at the clothing and all that other type, that's hip hop, comedy, all that's hip hop. But like you said, they not gonna say them words that's hip hop. It's totally diluted. You don't even hear hip hop in those lanes no more. Like fashion, shoes, more shoe collectors or white collectors. But what does shoe what did the shoot everybody where they got that from? Black people in hip hop, but they don't never say that they came from hip hop. They just say that's a shoe culture. You get what I'm saying? They don't never say that.
Yeah, it's like with music, it's gonna like with gangster rap, it's gonna always be there. At some point, it's gonna probably gonna be the only thing because that's what they pushing black people to be looked at as gangster rap and violence and shit like that. Think about like what's the first category of black music that got phased out? R&B. That shit dead. They don't want black people talking about that shit, so they phase that shit out quick.
It's some motherfuckers out here that's some good R&B artists too.
But
I mean, they great.
But like I said, right? There's a lot of them, but they will not get recognized.
Not mainstream. Like you have to actually look them up. Like the R&B artists that's popular,
that was more mainstream than gangster rap and hip hop.
Right. And now they gotta resort to gimmicks. They gotta resort to gimmicks now. Like the R&B artists, they gotta resort to gimmicks in order to get notoriety. Like they gotta, sing about just that weird shit about having threesomes and 4 or 5 niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's weird stuff now.
Pretty much, you gotta be Brent Fires.
Yeah.
Or you gotta be what's that nigga name?
Don Toliver.
Yeah, that nigga. That journey. And he an R&B artist, but this nigga is talking about trapping.
For real?
Yeah.
That's the only way he was gonna get noticed.
And he probably knew that in his heart. I don't know in person. I'm just talking. In his heart, probably, I just want to sing about this. But I know if I want to get noticed, I gotta talk about this. Once I start talking about this, then I can talk about what I want to talk. So.
And that's just like, I got another example, Jared. That's just like when 21 Savage came in the game. He was just talking about the normal shit. And then as years passed by, he started hanging with different folks. His flow changed and everything. He started talking about different shit.
Actually got a good head on his shoulders, pause. But he probably knew coming into the game. Also, environment. They get in. Like he on a whole different phase now. There's a lot of rappers like that though.
That nigga got a song with Rick Ross. You get on the song with Rick Ross, you know you gotta be saying something.
He low key has some bars for real. 21 Savage.
Yeah.
All right, we got a few more questions before we dip out for the night. All right, we got Diddy.
Over with. The part is over with.
That man name still coming up.
Yes, they said Beyonce and Jay-Z are removed from Diddy's lawsuit sexual assault. I don't even know why that name came up in that shit.
Pay you good money to get off that.
Thank you, Killer, because that's who I said was next.
Them folks know people, bro.
Them folks stepped away from social media and everything.
They did, Britt.
Yeah. Them folks ain't posting nothing.
Oh, they paid some money. That shit gonna come back around in another 15 years, though.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we blew that shit, cool.
Diddy go showing where that jump drive is.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Oh, they got rid of that shit.
He ain't get rid of that jump drive. That jump drive somewhere on that ground.
They dig it
yes,
up.
sir.
He got a whole master lock under that ground somewhere.
Thanks so Britt.
It probably his grandma house. Them folks the DEA agent finna go search that woman's house.
Look out, they can really say them folks go all that woman's house. Digging up all that foundation because of Britt.
They said Diddy also looking to beef up legal team behind Young Thug's lawyer. Then they're gonna help kill him? Or he still cook?
I think Diddy gonna get off. I'm gonna tell you why. Well, one of the biggest reasons why.
That jump drive.
That and you can't have a RICO charge with just one person.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Rico can't just be one person. It got to be several people involved. And if they saying all they got is did it, they ain't got no case. So
2 of them just got on.
right, because I look, I know the prosecutor's mad because as long as they had Jay-Z and Beyonce, they had a solid case. But then now that everything's been dropped, and it's just like ain't nothing we can do. So listen, mark my words, Diddy gonna be free here in a little bit.
Nigga finna get out and start sexual assaulting folks.
Oh,
God, no,
Britt.
We here at the we here at this podcast, Dr. Dog.
He ain't learn. Watch, he gonna get out and ain't gonna learn not a damn thing.
You on deck.
We on deck. All right, before we leave today, this question, not that question, but this question is inspired by Cameron and Mace. They revealed their top 3 rappers. They ain't say all time, but their top 3 white rappers amid Mount Rushmore debate. Before I name them, what are the best top 3 or your favorite top 3 white rappers that you could think of off the top of your head?
Eminem,
everybody know
Slim
Eminem.
Shady.
Marshall Mathers. Marshall
Mathers. I can't even. That's the only one I can think of.
I'm gonna say Eminem, Paul Wall, and
Paul Wall was white. No, for real. I thought he was just light skinned, like Dominique.
Shut up, Neat.
Lord have mercy, Neat, like Dominique.
Oh, Breed.
I seen Breed the other day.
Wait a minute. Hold on, time out. Breed ain't white.
No.
Man, I thought that man was white this whole time.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I thought. I didn't think Paul Wall was.
Why y'all call that man Breed, bro?
That shit crazy, ain't it? I just thought about that.
Yeah, lying Dada, they'll still call it what Breed when they be working.
Can you tell me what kind of nickname that is?
What name is that? That man was answering to that name and everything.
Shout out to Cuz. Shout out,
man.
But they got Eminem, Mac Miller, Paul Wall, and Jack Harlow.
Man, hell no. I mean,
I don't even listen to Jack Harlow. I know who he is, but I don't even know none of his music. Matt Miller was straight, but I ain't really
Vanilla Ice is my number 1.
Shut up, bro.
I got the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys, Eminem, and Paul Wall. I know that's more than 3 people, bro.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, the list is slim.
I don't know y'all ever listened to the Beastie Boys before.
Ain't too many people to pick from.
Them niggas hard for real.
For real, bro. Yeah, they led them. Some people say, I'm gonna name 2 more rappers.
Black.
Some people say MGK and Yellow Wolf.
Yeah,
Yellow Wolf and Yellow Wolf. MGK.
What about Riff Raff?
Riff Raff used to be freestyling, boy.
That's an app.
Freestyling, bro.
That nigga rapping like Soulja Boy before Soulja Boy.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, you saying not good, bro?
God dogs, man.
Whatever you want to call it.
Y'all know y'all throwing some shade, but
ain't no shade. I'm throwing grenades.
That rap was terrible. All right, before we end this episode, y'all got anything else to say before we end this live?
Before we end this, Jalen Milroe get drafted in the first round.
Okay.
I just sat down on some nonsense. What's it?
But I ain't gonna lie though, I ain't gonna lie. Watch this. Kelly go be right. Watch his ass get drafted. Late. He'll be late.
I just think they go down one of the worst draft classes ever.
Look, Jerry, it's gonna be one team that's gonna pick somebody, then that same team gonna make a trade to get another pick, and they gonna pick his ass.
For real, Kim. Think about that draft. It's like,
yes, it is. I ain't even gonna lie. It's
I ain't saying because of Jalen Miro, but it's actually one of the worst draft classes.
Nah, I ain't saying it because of him either. It's just it's really bad from top to bottom because when they don't know what to do, when they have negative thoughts about every pick in the draft, then that's when you know it's a bad draft. But listen, the reason why I say this, I'm telling y'all, there's a reason he got invited to the draft, and it's not because them folks was trying to troll that man. I really do believe this man has gotten word that somebody gonna get him. Mark my word.
Who's projected to be the number 1 pick? That's like a serious question for me.
Oh, it's Cam Ward without a doubt. Cam Ward. The Titans don't like nobody else.
I mean, I could see that. I could see him being the only option too.
They're pretty sure made their mind up with Cam Ward.
Yeah, it's like after him, there's like who's next?
Yeah, it's kind of like a free fall after that. It's like No, I think Travis Hunter. I think Travis Hunter gonna be the number 2 pick, but
did he enter as a cornerback or a receiver?
No, I think he both. Neat.
Yeah, he's still talking about the NFL don't know what to do with a player like me. That we said the other day.
Y'all know this draft consists of all the players' NIL deals that done ran out.
Really?
Daddy,
No, it's time to go to bed, buddy. Okay.
These all senior players, ain't it?
No, I would like to see Travis Hunter play both sides, but it's gonna be hard because even though he played college football, that league he was in, he wouldn't do that in the SEC. So damn sure ain't gonna do it in the NFL.
I don't see him doing it in the NFL.
This how it gonna be.
Listen, I'll let you play tomorrow, okay?
He gonna play wide receiver primary.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, because that was the money. That was the money.
Go with mommy.
And then
go with mommy.
I think I'm heard him talking about something like that.
And they gonna have him in different type of
defensive
sets. Like goal line or something like that. That's when he gonna get in there.
If he do that, I see him doing that early on. But if it just say he start become the main guy on offense, he ain't gonna be playing both.
No,
it's too big of a risk. Them folks ain't gonna play with their money like that.
And I'm like, them grown men out there with kids got bills to pay, and they put them strong ass hands on you.
But you know what? But you know what, y'all? It's and I'm sorry I came in on the back end, Paul. So I don't know if y'all said it or not, but it can be done. I'm gonna tell you why, real quick. Is if the team is bad enough, like Cleveland, then if you put him on account, you can actually play him on both sides. If your team is like kind of that bad, you could play him on both sides. Now, where he's needed the most, you can kind of give him more counts on that side. But like saying that, like I think he can do it on the NFL level. That don't mean he got to line up against the best corner every snap. But like you can also, say have him play some safety. You can have him blitz. You can have him do like a whole bunch of stuff. But it's really up to him and his endurance and his ability to stay healthy. Because like what y'all probably said was, once he get hit a couple of times, he ain't gonna, so it's up to him to get his body, to get his body right. He get his body right. Go ahead.
He got to be careful. He got to be careful what he asked for though, because there'd be a bad look. He talking all that, and I like the confidence, but he talk all that, then he start getting hit or they start putting that weight on him. Then he's like, nah, we just gonna stick to this.
He gonna have to back it up.
Same fit on for 3 days.
I think he can do it, but it's like in the NFL, everybody's a 5-star. So
for sure. Yeah. For sure. But Neat, that's why the coaches, this is why coaches are so important. Like they can't get on the field and play for you, but they can definitely put you in position to be the best that you could be. So it's up to him to make sure he get his body right, but it's also up to his coaches to make sure they put him in positions to succeed. Now, if they are such a terrible coaching staff that they just put him out there, then he ain't gonna last. Paul,
Oh
he ain't
yeah, I
gonna
agree.
last out there.
Not to get off change subject on different player, but that's the same thing Kyle Pitts going through. He being mismanaged so damn bad by Atlanta.
Bruh, don't get me started on Kyle because they did.
Hey,
Hey man,
hey, Kim.
I get mad every time. Go ahead.
Breaking news. On draft day, the Eagles gonna go trade away their first or their second round draft with Dallas Goddard to get Kyle Pitts.
For real? You seen that,
You
Brick?
know,
Ain't see that no vision.
There's nothing
Look,
more I would love to happen but that. But Atlanta is so bad, bro, that they gon'
yeah.
like management wise that they would pass up on something like that could potentially help their team just to continue to mismanage the talent that they have on the team. So I don't know, bro.
But we shall see though.
Hold on.
And look that up now.
So they ain't gonna trade that second pick, Brick.
Who?
So who they gonna take in the second round?
First, second.
They're gonna take Malachi Starks.
Yeah, that's why I said second. First, I think they gonna get him. That's another Georgia dog.
Mm-hmm.
Who we talking about gonna get starts? Is that
Philadelphia?
Oh man, I would love for them to get look. You know Jalen Carter and them folks here. Hey man, y'all know what to do. Y'all know who to get. We already lost Darius Slay. We already lost Slay. Gonna get started.
Yep, that's why I say it's perfect for him to come right in and
Mm-hmm.
And when you get a team put together like that, like players that play together for so long, they willing to take a pay cut to keep them to stay together and stuff like that. So I think the Eagles gonna be winning for a long time.
You think about that, Brit, the Eagle.
Yeah, they created the dynasty now.
And you know what's
that's what Howard Rosen was trying to do.
And you know what's crazy? The guys that really contributed during the Super Bowl was having problems the games leading up to the Super Bowl. Like Sweat, like Sweat, who I thought probably should have got the MVP. That man was getting worked over the games prior to the Super Bowl. And then because like I said, that's why they say it's all it takes is one game. You never know what'll happen. That man showed out in the Super Bowl, bro, and was playing terrible right before the Super Bowl.
Got a blockbuster deal.
And the Cardinals came in there and said, "Huh, this all the money we got. You can have." Oh man.
Yeah, they gotta be a record though, right? This still in the Super Bowl for Olympic. You know how many times they second homes in the game? 8 times or something like that.
They had that man in hell out there.
And you know they did that. They did that with 0 blitz. They didn't blitz not one play and got all them sacks. That's crazy.
Now, if I'm the offensive line, I can't look at myself.
I'm finna fake an injury and go to the sideline.
You ain't lying.
Them folks ain't saying no blitz, and every time you turn around, look in the backfield, Mahomes on the ground.
Well, yeah,
I'll be changing my whole offensive line this offseason because ain't no way.
Right.
Ain't no way.
I ain't gonna lie, Kansas City got some work to do. I don't think they gonna come back to the Super Bowl this coming up year. I think
they lost a few people too.
Mm-hmm. They gonna be somebody like the Eagles and the damn Rams or some shit.
Eagles.
I don't know about the Ravens.
No. Hey man, all right, Junior.
Yeah, what y'all got going on over there?
Hey man, I don't know, man. They look. They before Joe Flacco signed with, I think he signed with the Browns or some shit. They were talking about the Ravens were talking about bringing back Joe Flacco. I'm like, hell, is these niggas doing, bro? Lord have mercy, man.
I want to fire Harbrook.
Why are they going looking for a quarterback? What's the problem with the Ravens? Like, why can't they get over that playoff game? What's the deal?
Honestly, it's just like in big games, it's like they forget how to play. Because like last year, not this past year, but last year, it was Jackson trying to prove to everybody that he can throw. This past year, it was them not running the ball enough. It was like, bro, you got Derrick Henry back there, bro. Get this man the ball, please. Get this man the ball, bro. Hey man, you got any more questions, Junior? I don't want to talk about the Ravens.
Hey, it might be a good season this year.
Oh, we need a whole new coach staff.
Who, Britt?
The Ravens.
Put my brain again. Ron Rubio. What's that man's name?
Oh.
Nigga, you still watch NFL, Nick?
Say what?
You still watch NFL?
I don't watch the game. I watch NFL Red Zone for shit.
Nick watch them highlights.
It's fast. When they get in the red zone,
they show the scoring drive. And shit, that's all you ever want to see anyway.
You ain't lying.
That's what I be watching.
3 incomplete passes in a row.
Y'all know why I started watching.
When you say that, Kim. Oh man, goddamn Mike Bobo and fucking Bubba Screen passing there.
I don't tell you, you can watch the full. I don't tell you watch a full game, and that's pushing it in when your favorite team on it. But
right, and then you be mad. Be mad and stressed out whole game.
Hey y'all, I want to go to a baseball game.
I said that a couple days ago, bro.
Oh man, that's on my list. It's crazy y'all talking about that's on my list, man.
We can no tickets be cheap too. We can go.
If I can watch it on TV, I know I'd be into it at the game.
No, see, that's why I gotta go because I can't watch it on TV.
It's way better. It been over 10 years since I went to a baseball game. When I tell you it's way better in person, yeah. And that's a baseball game. When I say in person, it was so much fun.
Yeah, we can't go. We can't go to Atlanta Braves. They're a disappointment right now.
Damn. Bro, who we gonna watch then, bro? Who the close team?
We can't go to Miami Marlins either.
Yeah. I don't want to see them niggas either. We got to go to we either got to go to
Texas.
To Texas, or we gonna have to go to Nashville. Ain't got no team.
Yeah, they got a AAA team.
Oh no, I'm trying to see a professional game. We got to go to
going to the Atlanta Braves.
Hey,
we're gonna end up in Atlanta. I guess.
They play somebody good.
Hey, we just gonna have to root for the other team.
Yeah, we gonna have to go to one of those games. That'd be a good game because look at them tickets. No tickets don't be that much.
Nah, not at all.
We don't have a professional team. Shit crazy.
Yeah, they bullshit. Baby went up to Huntsville, and now they call Trash Panthers.
Trash Panthers. Yeah.
Ain't no way. Who came up with that?
I don't know.
That's what happened when they don't support anything here in Mobile, so they just get on up out of here.
Well, y'all see the different names in AAA and AA leagues, though.
And that's bad, Kendall, because the team that Mobile had was good. Mobile Bay was decent. The basketball team back in the day was pretty good.
Yeah, we have a hockey team.
Matter of fact,
look at that. Hockey team. That was good.
We had the what were they called? What's them? They were called the Mighty Ducks, like them. No, they weren't. They were called
Mobile Mystics.
The Mobile Mystics. I'm sorry, we had the Mobile
yeah.
Mystics. We had the Mystics and that G League team we had, the Mobile Rebels.
Yeah.
For the NBA, they won the G League championship.
Mm.
People don't even know about it. You know what I'm saying? All of them gone.
That old money. I about to say, if no team was here today, they'll stick around because you got the people in there and the seats that trying to do stuff now. See, Mobile growing now.
And Mobile had decent, had a football team too. I forgot what kind of league that was.
It was an indoor football league. I know what you're talking about, Gene. They were good too.
Mm-hmm.
They had an indoor football when they had that IDFL indoor football league team. Dang. They were good too. I said, boy, we sure know how to mess up something, but
mismanaged the hell.
We messed up so much stuff that they had down here.
It was so much money could have been coming through there.
Because the G League team, Rafa Austin played on that team. Skip to Malou, he played on the team. Roy Jones Jr. played on the team. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but anyway, the Bay Bears were the minor league team to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
And they promote a lot of players from Mobile.
Yeah. Bay Bears. And we messed all that up.
I tell you what happened. The old people said taxes too high.
Mobile still growing neat.
It's growing now. Mm-hmm. It's gonna outpace ball kind of next 5 years, in my opinion. I mean, it's already outpacing ball kind of outlet.
I don't think that Boone and Baldwin County is Daphne and Gushu.
I was just going to say, yeah, they've been, but look, they still building too.
Yep.
Yeah, they need to anyway. But Mobile is a beautiful city, but they're just me. I wish Mobile downtown got potential. I wish it was better than what it was.
Yeah, I agree.
They downtown will rival some of the big cities because it's unique, but they got to do something. They got to do something about it though.
But the crazy thing is, it used to be that back in the day, like back when it was segregated, like it used to be like the spot because there was no other surrounding places to be. You know what I'm saying? So
it was good when it split.
Yeah. what my boy Malcolm X said. It was good when it was separate. Whole podcast we get flagged.
That video ain't gonna be able to upload.
You're gonna be stuck at 70%.
He gonna get to 70.
But I ain't gonna lie, like Mobile, I go down. I used to, when I was working at my job, I used to go downtown for lunch. Man, they got all kind of hidden gems down there.
Yeah,
yep. And
Mobile got hidden gems all over.
And believe it or not, it's probably still places you ain't even.
It's a lot of them. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Just downtown, there. It's a whole bunch of hidden stuff down there.
What they call them speakeasies. There's a lot of speakeasies down there that we don't even know about.
You know what?
Went to one on Valentine's Day.
Go on TikTok, you'll find out about it. That's how I found out about it. I'm like, huh? They've been in Mobile the whole time. Yep.
Type.
Jordan.
Huh?
You know what city got potential, but they need to get the old YouTube folks out of here. They ain't really YouTube. Y'all know what I'm saying.
We had to find a word for them.
Stapleton.
Kill said Stapleton.
I'm sorry.
But Stapleton do got some land though. But baby, that Judge, you got a whole strip. Baby, that strip longer than Foley. I don't know about, but it's longer than Daphne and all that. Why you ain't got no bullshit down here?
I'm tell you what, Britt.
They just still segregated down here.
All the money is in softball county.
I'm tell you what,
you ain't lying, Drew.
Look at every city inside of a state. That's the county seat. What they look like.
That's true, because you could say Montgomery. Yeah, you know what,
Man,
Nick, you absolutely right. I ain't even think about it like that.
they always be them rundown city that look like they
Yeah.
them westerns back in the day.
Dang.
Got
Them
saloons
sundown
and
town.
shit.
That's them
Yeah.
sundown town, but because I ain't even gonna lie, I don't know. Y'all might not be old enough to remember, but I remember when Bay Minette was a sundown town, but when all they had was Piggly Wiggly and them folk closed at 6.
God
When
damn.
them folk closed at 6, then mom said you gotta be off the roads. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
Well, they put that Walmart there and changed everything.
Changed everything, boy.
Even though that's bad for the community. As we look, as we got older, we see it now. When we were young, I'm like,
Right.
the fuck y'all talking about? We need Walmart. Now, that shit
Right.
bad for the community.
Journey. I got a homeboy from homeboy that live in Mobile. That nigga said he don't like coming to Bay Minette. Every time he come to Bay Minette, once he get past the sign, he see hate crossing the road.
That nigga depressed.
Remember about to see a duel out there.
Man, stressed out.
Ain't nothing in Bay Minette. But people just walk or go through Bay Minette. Don't even know that call Bay Minette. Just go right through
For things still interstate.
it.
And I tell people all the time, I like it like that. Shit, crime be low.
Yeah.
Shit.
Crime be low. You right. Crime be low.
That way you got wife of them serial killers out there though.
They ain't messing with nobody.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about there?
I think they talk about Baby Net.
That when the folk come knock on your door when it's 100% chance of raining outside.
Shut up, Britt.
Neat.
Where the shit come from?
Nick, I be up there in McIntosh all the time, over there by that be passing over there by that high school all the time.
Oh.
They say that train track over there, huh?
Lord have mercy.
Black folk love mix before.
Matter of fact, I go up that way tomorrow.
If you be looking at that train track.
Killer be traveling.
No, I'm gonna step on the gas now. You say something about that train.
Well, all right, fellas, that's it for this episode. We'll come back next week.
Gene said we'll come back.
They said fall asleep on that camera.
Britt, you saw that, Britt?
All right.